Now, I'd like to invite up onto stage Vibhav and Samriti Singh from Borrowed. Thank you. There you go. It's the green button.
Great.
Right?
Yep.
And
The big green button.
there's the
Large one.
6-minute clock. Okay.
All right. Thank you, everybody. My name is Vibhav Singh, and this is Sammy Singh. We're here to present to you Borrowed. We're a pre-launch startup. Our overarching goal is to bring all owners and renters under one platform, and a simple one, which puts all idle assets to use. And really what we're trying to do is connect millions or possibly billions of people across the globe to lend and rent potentially vastly any item. We honestly all have things that we buy and we kind of outgrow or we think we don't value, but all these things do have utility. And through this platform, you're actually able to kind of unlock and extend that value. In the industry right now, there's a lot of offerings, but they're very niche. We all came here to Miami. It's a global summit, so I'm sure we pulled out our phones and we all looked at OfferUp, Airbnb, Turo, to rent a car, whatever it might be. And they're all very niche. You have to go into each one. So an example is, you can see that there's Turo, Airbnb, and Rent the Runway, which are all very niche. They have good ease of use, but you can only focus on kind of one single product or one single focus. There's other examples on there which are non-rental marketplaces. These are actually going to be Mercari and OfferUp, but what they do have is everyday products, and they do have a large base due to that, and I think a lot of the interest leads them to there. But what the issue is they don't have that ease of use. We actually position ourselves, or we're going to try to position ourselves to be offering everyday products as well as have that ease of use. To talk about numbers in the next slide, the global consumer goods and general rental centers market is actually supposedly going to grow at an 8.4% rate from 2022 to 2023. And that's going to accelerate into 2027 from 7.7%. A really exciting number that we get excited about is the m-commerce volume, which is mobile commerce, and that's supposed to grow up into $488 billion.
So there are, looking through our product development, we've seen two types of people, since this is a dual-sided marketplace. One is the owner. These are the people that are usually stabilized. They're in their mid-30s onward. These will be the people that will be listing all their products on here. And these can include things like home tools, home appliances, things that they don't have use for anymore. The other side of this is the renter marketplace. The renters are people your early 20s onwards, usually frequently moving. They're living very transient lifestyles. These are usually college students or young professionals. And they tend to prefer to rent items. I want to do that when I don't want to own a hammer. Like, I live in an apartment, don't need it. So our go-to-market strategy, we basically want to follow the path that's already been laid forward for us. There is a ton of marketplaces that already exist. We're going to follow what they have, at least for the first part of it. So generating revenue through advertisements, rental insurance, and any service fees that we can put on there. As well as once we get the successful growth, that's when we want to start incorporating any other marketplaces that we would see. What we've done. So both Vibhav and I actually work full-time jobs right now. So we are pretty much doing this on any time that we have possible. We've done we've done market research, we've had initial market, social media engagement. Please follow us on Instagram, borrowed.io. And we've started our initial website development and app development as well. We've soft launched our website, tested it out within our user base that we've had. So that's our move forward. We're looking to raise about $650K. A lot of this will go into team development, so we want to hire 2 full-time engineers, as well as build out our marketing team. And then other future goals that we have. So the big one that we mentioned was m-commerce. People do have their phones on them at all times. You're ready to buy anything at a touch of a button. Mobile app development is one of our key big features, as well as building community engagement and user experience enhancements. So in the current marketplace, we are already positioned everyone to rent everything. So why are we just stopping at something that's such a niche marketplace?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
you very much. Okay, we're going to turn over here. Who's going first? Gonzalo, you're up first.
I'll go first. I don't think you've touched it, but I guess the business model is to get a commission of the.
Basically what Airbnb, what OfferUp sort of does, which is if you do rental insurance, there's a little bit of a premium. If you do selling, it's a service fee on both sides. We're playing around with the numbers as of now.
And how do you plan to market this? I mean, it's not launched yet. You have to develop it. But what do you think is going to be the best way to get everyone to know Borrowed?
So this is like a very tough thing for us because there's two markets in this. We have the owners and then we have the renters, right? So we have to really appeal to both. And really, if the way we are building our platform is when you sign up, outside of the marketing aspect, when you do sign up, you sign up as both, right? So we kind of leverage you as an owner and as a renter. Now, when we market to people, we really are going off of the circular economy standpoint. So we are kind of targeting folks that are not more into sustainability and eco-friendliness, but we spend a lot on social media spend in those channels. We're also looking to kind of
We're starting in metro areas.
yeah, more
also.
metro areas like LA, and then move
Yeah.
on from there, but really tap into the first market that we're in.
If it wasn't obvious, we're from LA, and that area, circular economy, sustainability, are very big keywords that we can push on.
Okay, so I mean, some feedback. I think the niche play is a niche for a reason, because this is a big scale operation. In order for this to be successful, it has to be mass market and mass coverage. So talk to me about the 650K. How does that get spent? I know most of it goes to engineers, but to Gonzalo's point, getting the message out, particularly that even if it's just in one city and the hope is it grows from there, still going to require some pretty targeted spend.
That's right. So if we do want to get out of kind of the LA market and things like that, we're still going to leverage that social media aspect, right? But really what we want to do, because we're going to step out of, we right now are peer-to-peer and C2C, but if we do grow, we want to get into that B2C space and B2B space. So if we can get into partnerships with any big box retailers or any retailers in any kind of country that has that upper hand and partner with them, we could actually add value to them. Because a lot of these companies end up having overstock, which kind of builds year after year, and they could actually use this to add value.
Yeah, and I think we've started talks with thrift companies to also put
Right.
their stuff on marketplaces, and we've actually started pitching to B2C companies to see where they would fit in here.
And then universities are actually really big for us as well,
Yeah.
because just of our total addressable market. Due to that, we actually have a few partnerships in the works with like University of Southern California and Chapman University. So
Yeah.
hopefully when these things get rolling, we used to use those funds for that.
Okay, and follow-up question is, you didn't give us your background. So typically when we see these pitches, it's why us? You know, why do we think we can succeed?
Got it. So I'm Sammy. I'm a lead engineer. I've had 3 exits underneath me. Been working from early stage startups. Currently lead engineer at BCG, working in their ventures department. I've built about 9 ventures for multi-million companies.
My name is Vaibhav Singh, as mentioned. I personally, right now, I'm working as a product manager. I work in the IoT space, so more technical. I specifically build mobile apps and dashboards for the ecosystem of products. Outside of that, I've had a startup before this. It was using filming residential and commercial real estate, using drones and DSLRs in a marketing scheme, offering a full package for the surrounding area. That was during my college era. Moved on from that, and I've been working for about 6 years professionally in the product space.
So some feedback, I think it's important for everyone to know.
Yeah.
In a tech business, non-tech founders is a big red flag for me.
Okay.
Right, thank you so
And
much.
if it doesn't help, we're also brother and sister. So we're siblings.
Okay.
That's less
Ryan.
important.
That's the most.
Ryan, do you have a question?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if not out of time. You mentioned ease of use being a key differentiator. What exactly do you mean by that?
If you've used like OfferUp and things, it's very difficult to find search. Like it's not one of the most prominent things on there. Finding products is like, sometimes it does not match exactly. So we want to be putting like things that are, how do I explain it?
Segmented?
Yeah, segmented into like, so that's right in front of you. So if you're just like, I would like to rent a toolbox, and that's what I keep going back to because that's what I like to rent. You know, and then it's always marketing you towards that area. And also, you want to be within a radius of your area. So sometimes when I'm on Craigslist, when I'm on OfferUp, it sends me to places like Corona, which is almost a 2.5-hour drive for me with traffic. That's not something I would love to have, right?
And outside of that, there's apps like Turo, for example. I spoke to a few people here that were trying to rent a car, right? And when you're leading to it, it tells you it's $25 a day. And the ease of use is great, but as you're going in there, you end up actually sometimes paying just $500 for the day because there's added fees and blind fees in there. And actually, a lot of people are experiencing this. So these factors really add up.
Okay. Thanks, guys, very much.
Thank you.
Very interesting.
Simon.
And good luck with
Thank you, guys.
the project.
Oh, I'll go this
Okay,
way.
thank you.
Okay.